Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to my channel, Scale Model Kit Review. Once again, I'm building another installment of the Ford GT from DeAgostini Collectibles. I am on pack number 8. I'll be working on stages 33 through 37. This time we work on underneath the chassis and some of the wiring. It's a really easy stage, but I'm enjoying it immensely. If you haven't done so already, head over to DeAgostini Collectibles and subscribe to this car today. I put a link and promo code down below. Let's get started. And welcome back to another installment of Build Your Own GT40 by DeAgostini Collectibles. I am on pack number 8, which includes stages 33 through 37. In stage 33, we received the right side frame braces. Stage 34, the circuit board with switch cable. 35, the cables themselves. 36, the left side frame braces. And lastly, 37, the Ford chassis. Also in this pack, pack 8, I received a free gift. And remember that these free gifts can vary on when you receive them and what you'll actually get. But in this case, they did send me a very nice 1/43 scale Ford MK2 number 2, the winner of Le Mans from 1966, B. McLaren and C. Amon. Let's get a closer look here. Wonderful. So let's take the protective cover off here, and you can see very nicely detailed, fantastic 1/43 scale, like I was saying. Fantastic. Look at the wheels, look at the detail on the wheels, the knockoffs and such. Beautiful. This is a beautiful replica of that winning car, and makes for a very nice display indeed. Let's look at one of the magazines. I'll go ahead and pull out 34. So for 34, we will look at the entire magazine here. But if you'll see here, it's a very nice magazine, around 12 to 13 pages. Very nice glossy pages. Articles are well written and well researched. And you can see here, Ford smashes Ferrari's reign. So this talks about the Ford GT that we received the replica with. And they get into the team itself. They talk a lot about this particular race in 1966. And Ken Miles was well known for driving these cars, as you can see. It's a wonderful article, great photographs. And then we get into the step-by-step instructions. They show us what we receive. The instructions are well written, nice details, tells you everything that's going along. And there you have it. So that's an example of what the magazine looks like. To look at the other magazines, you'll have to subscribe to this build yourself. That way you have something to look forward to and to read. And believe me, I have read every magazine and they are fantastic. So without further ado, let's get started on stage 33. Let's look at the first stage in pack 8, stage 33. So for stage 33, we're going to be installing the right side frame braces, and these are all the parts that were included. So we're just going to be installing these braces that they gave us on the right hand side. And that's what it should look like when we're done. Let me get the parts and I will be right back. Here's the parts for stage 33. I'll take these out and we'll get a closer look. Here's a close-up of those braces. They are all made of plastic. And FPO2 screws. So we need to bring over our chassis structure that we've completed in the last few packs, and here it is. We're going to actually work on the right side, which is the driver's side. So I'm going to turn this over, and on this side you'll notice that there is a speaker. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and put the braces in. So we're simply just going to put them down like that and on top like that. These braces are all the same, so put the first one in. We're going into plastic, so we don't need to go too tight. Okay, I got 5 more to put in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And one more. And there's all the braces installed, all 6 of them. So 6 braces are installed there. And we're going to do the same on the left side in a future stage. So that's all we do with this stage. Let's head over and do stage 34. Let's look at the build instructions for stage 34. Stage 34, we're going to assemble the circuit board and switch cable. And these are the parts that are included. First thing we're going to do, we're going to install the circuit board and then the switch cable itself. And this is the on and off switch for the power. That's what that looks like. And you can see where the switch goes through the bracket, gets mounted on the circuit board. Going to install a couple of the other cables, cable 3 and cable 4. That's what it looks like. Let me get the parts and I'll be right back. Here's the parts pack for stage 34. I'll take this out. We'll get a closer look. Here's a close-up of those parts, and of course here's our circuit board, and it's protected in this nice bubble pack there. Wire number 5, which is our switch itself. Mounting bracket for it, FPO1 and FPO2 screws. Here's our circuit board. I'm going to go ahead and install it just aft of the speaker, and you can see we have 2 mounting holes for that. Once it's in place, 2 FPO1 screws will hold it in. 2 FPO1 screws hold it in. There you go. Next, we're going to run our power switch. And that's going to run up to the front here. And we're going to run our mounting bracket through that. Feed that through. So just make sure the mounting bracket is down there all the way, then you can get the switch in better. There we go. So you can see how that all is. FPO2 screws go into this. These are the smaller screws that came with this stage. You just want them snug. You don't want them too tight or they'll strip. There we go. That's how that looks there. Next we'll plug this wire in. It's wire number 5, and the circuit board is numbered. So we have to run the wire through these braces. All the way through. There we go. And then it can be plugged in. So we'll plug it in. Just like that. Perfect. Number 3 goes in next, and that's for the battery. Goes in the same way, right beside the number 5. Perfect. Number 4 goes in the speaker, right here. Perfect. Looks good. That's how that all looks. That's all we do with this stage. So let's head over and get started on stage 35. Let's look at the build instructions for stage 35. Stage 35, we're going to receive all the cables, and there's 4 of them total. Cable 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we're going to go ahead and get our chassis and start plugging in our cables. Starting with cable 6, number 7, number 8, and finally number 9. And we'll also plug in our number 1 switch cable and number 2 cable. And that's what it should look like. Let me get the parts and I'll be right back. Here's the parts for stage 35. I'll take these out, be right back. Here's our cables, and you can see they are numbered 06, 07, 08, and 09. '06 goes right here on the end. '07 goes right beside it. '08 goes beside 7. '09 goes beside 08. There they are. All of those are installed. And we bring over number 1. And I have it taped down to the chassis here. So I'm going to pull that tape, bring my number 1 wire over, and it's going to go, number 1 goes up there. Okay. Number 2 goes over here on the opposite end, and push it down. There we go. All the wires are plugged in to the circuit board. Looks good. And that's all we do for stage 35. Let's head over and do stage 36. Let's look at the build instructions for stage 36. And we're going to install the left side frame braces, and just like stage 33, very simple to do. Here's the instructions. Once again, 6 braces going in. And it's funny because they're showing the speaker, which is on the other side, so that's not correct. But it's the same thing as 33. Let me get the parts and I'll be right back. Here's parts pack for stage 36. I'll take these out, we'll get a closer look. Here's the 6 braces, all plastic, just like 33's braces. 6 of them, FPO2 screws. So we're going to put our braces in 6 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. First one goes in, just like that. Put it in the hole. Lay it on there flat. FPO2 screw. And not too tight because we're going into plastic. And that's how that looks. I'll put the other 5 in and I'll be right back. And there we go. All 6 braces are installed. That's all we do with this stage. Let's head over and do stage 37. Let's look at the build instructions for the final stage for Pack 8, Stage 37. This time we received the Ford chassis. That's what it looks like. Let me get the part and I'll be right back. Here's the parts pack for 37. I'll take this out, we'll get a closer look. And this is the Ford chassis, obviously the bottom part of it. So we don't do anything in this stage. We'll have this available for the next pack, which will be Pack 9. I'm sure we're going to do something there. Made of metal. Very nice finish there. So that completes Pack 8. I'll be right back. Pack 8 is completed. Very easy pack this time. Easy to install parts. We put in all those braces on the left side and on the right side underneath. And that's what that looks like. Plus the circuit board and all the wiring. So that looks great there. If you haven't done so already, head over to DeAgostini Collectibles and subscribe to this car today. It's fantastic. I put a link and a promo code down below. Get it while you can. It's a fantastic car and it's really going to be a beauty sitting on the shelf. With that, happy modeling everybody and take care.